Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Judith Patterson, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Texas, and today we're going to make a quick card using the Calming Camellia, I'm not sure how you say that, stamp. It is gorgeous. This is a celebration stamp. It's the one that you get when you host a party whose sales total $300 or more. Or you can make a purchase of $300 or more, but if you're going to do that, you really need to sign up and be on my team as a demonstrator so you can get the discount. This stamp, let me just go ahead and we'll just switch straight to the desktops today. So this stamp has two beautiful images, plus a little fun swirly, and some great sentiments. I was hoping that my camera would focus in a little bit better. There you go. So some great sentiments with some beautiful fonts that sometimes, to me, swirly fonts can get a little unreadable. But these are super easy to read, super pretty. I really like these fonts and what they say. Okay, so today's card, I'm using Night of Navy as my card base. And I'll be stamping on just a scrap of basic white, but also on a 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of basic white cardstock. The only ink that I'm using for this card is Blackberry Bliss. So let me go ahead and get that opened up and grab my stamp. So this stamp is on the large size. So I recommend either using the Stamparatus, which, you know, I love, or you can grab an E-block. E-block is perfect for this. So I'm just going to ink it up really well. So sometimes our larger stamps, they're too big for the images to fit the same size on the front of our stamp cases. So if you'll notice on this case, right here at the bottom, right there, it says images at 95%. So what you see right here is not quite as large as it is in real life. Alright, so I'm just going to ink that a little bit more. And then I'm going to stamp this not all the way towards the top, in the center from side to side, as close as I can get it without my Stamparatus, and towards the top, but still pretty centered. I'm shaking my desk. So I'm putting even pressure over the whole stamp. Just wait till you see this. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's so much detail in this stamp. It is unreal. Okay, you ready? It's so pretty, and it's just gonna get prettier. So the card that I made yesterday, I just realized I didn't use Blackberry Bliss. I used Rich Razzleberry. So I'll show you that to you at the end so that you can see the difference. But I like this Blackberry Bliss as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep stamping with it. And we'll have two versions of this same card, which is always nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get my other stamps out now. I'm getting the Happy Birthday stamp for the inside. I'm getting the I love being your friend. I was going to say I love you, but that's not what the stamp is. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that one up and stamp it here on this scrap piece of paper. And you really don't need a large piece of paper for this one. There is that. And then this is a 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of basic white. I'm going to stamp this image here in the corner. And then I'm going to stamp the happy birthday in the top center of this piece. So the next step is to take the stitched rectangle dies, and I got the 4th largest die, and I cut out a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of, or I cut the center out of a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Night of Navy cardstock. So I just went ahead and did that ahead of time. This piece I'll save because I can use it on another project later. So what I'm going to do is flip that over to the back and grab my glue dots. I need 4. So 1, 2, 3. Skipped one. 4. And then I'm going to go 1/2 inch up from the bottom part here, from right here. So I'm going to go right in the center of that with my first dot. And then same thing over here. That just helps me to keep from being too crooked. Then the next one, I'm going to go up just a smidge. It's a very exact term, smidge. So then I'm going to take this Misty Moonlight ribbon. This is the 1/8 of an inch cotton ribbon. It comes from the cotton ribbon combo in the new mini catalog. I think the other color in that combo is Petal Pink. So great colors to have. So I'm just going to put that on the bottom glue dots, and then I'm going to take this Misty Moonlight twine from Flowers for Every Season. You can find this in the annual catalog. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put one end on one glue dot and then wrap it around the front of the card. I don't want to wrap it too tight because I don't want my card to bow. And then attach it to the other glue dot. Make sure that's even and not wrapped too tightly. Okay. I'm going to cut the end of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my Night of Navy card base and that flower image that I stamped. And place this on the center here. Then I'm going to take my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to put several on this because I don't want it sinking in. So I put one in each corner and then in the center of each side. Oops, right up the top. Bless you, baby.
Sorry.
You're good. So then I'm just going to place that over the center of the front, and then our flower is all nice and framed. So now I'm going to go back to those ribbons. And first, I'm going to tie a ribbon or tie a bow with this twine. Just right here on the right of my card towards the edge. I want it to be pretty small. I can't grab it. There we go. So then I'll cut those ends off. Then I'm going to use this cotton ribbon to tie a bow underneath that. And same thing, I don't want a big bow here, just a small little bow. And I kind of floof it up, make it pretty. A little bit. I do want this one to scoot over more. There we go. I'm going to cut those ends off. So I like to use my paper snips for paper, and then these are my ribbon scissors. I don't know about you, but I'm one of those crafters that has scissors for everything. Okay, so then this piece, I'm going to take those paper snips and I'm going to cut around each word. So I'm going to start by just cutting the pieces that I need. And I'm going to go around. I want this piece. I'm going to cut in on this one some. I'm going to cut that one off. I need to save this one. That one can go. Okay, and then this tiny one, you don't want to lose the eye. Okay, so to put all of these on, I need, I cut them pretty tight. So I'm going to need to get my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to cut those in half, and then for the eye, I'll probably even cut it in quarters. So I want to get an idea of where these are going to go. Get them in order. And you could just glue them straight to the little frame here if you want to, but I like to pop them up just a smidge. So I already have a half here. I'm just going to cut it in half again. And put that on the back of my eye. And I'm going to see if I have room for the other half. I know I probably didn't before cutting it in half, but I can piece it together in a different way so that there's room. I just realized y'all can't see what I'm doing at all. Okay, so I've got the backs off of those. Okay, so now I'm just going to take another one and cut it in half and put it on the back of the next word. And again, I'm going to use the whole dimensional here. I'm just placing it on there in a different way. So you can always cut the dimensionals to fit whatever you need to fit. Just a little more tedious than usual. So if you like this stamp set as much as I do, and you don't want to make a $300 order all by yourself, I would be happy to help you host a party either through Facebook or through Zoom. You can get in contact with me. There's a link in the description to do that. So your party sales, once they reach 300, then you'll get this set just for having the party. And then, of course, whatever your personal order totals, you will also be able to get however many celebration sets free that you qualify for with your personal order. And all of your party attendees, if they make orders that reach in the US, it's $50, then they can pick a $50 item, qualifying item from the celebration catalog, or if they place a $100 order, then they can get one of those items that are free with a $100 purchase. So it's a win-win for everyone, because there are some really fantastic products in this celebration catalog for free this year. There we go. So that's a quick little card with a gorgeous, gorgeous image on the front. I just put my fingers right in that glue. Did y'all see that? There we go. Let's move all of that to the side. And then, before I show you the rich raspberry version of this card, let me grab my envelope. And on the back here, on the flap, I'm going to take that leaf again. And I'm just going to stamp it right here on the corner of the envelope flap. There we go. Okay, so there's our card with the envelope. And there's the rich raspberry version. So which version do you like better? I'm torn. I think this one is a little bit more dramatic, but I love the more purpley tones of this one. So, that was it for our card today. Pretty quick. Pretty simple. You do need to have the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine to use the rectangle dies, especially when anytime you're cutting anything over, I think 3 inches, maybe 3¼ inches, you should really have the standard size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and not just the mini. If y'all have any questions, then let me know. If you have any questions about hosting a party or about celebration, I will be happy to answer those. And I hope you have a wonderful week. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I love it whenever I get a notification of those. And if you haven't already and would like to, hit that subscribe button down below. It makes my day whenever somebody subscribes to my channel. So thanks again for watching. Happy stamping!